Hi there, it's Gina from Euphoria Soapworks again. Today I am going to try to make a quick batch of Mermaid Dreams. I've been needing to make a kid's soap for quite some time, and mermaids are always so much fun, so I already had a bunch of little mermaid tails and whatnot made, so I don't know if you can see those. Really cute. So I decided to just go ahead and make one up real quick. So here we go. I'm gonna pour my lye water down my stick blender here. I like to use a little strainer so that I catch any of the little googly stuff that likes to get trapped in there. I like to soap at room temperature or just a little bit above. Today I'm soaping at about 89 degrees. I find that with fragrances that have a tendency to accelerate, the lower the temperature, the more time you have to work with it. And since I'm just kind of winging this one, I'm not real sure what I'm planning on doing. Usually I have a design plan, but not today. So today we're just gonna go with the flow. Anyway, let's see if I can get this. I don't have any of my regular soaping utensils and buckets and whatnot, so I'm kind of making do here. Sorry about the noise. Just gonna try to my alright, so we're at emulsion, and I'm going to split off the batter here and we'll add in the colorant. I think I'm going to add in the fragrance afterwards, just because I'm not sure how it behaves. So, go ahead and pour some off. And I'm not being exact, it doesn't really matter. I'm just trying to get three to four different colors in here. And I'll just kind of plop them in the mold. And I'm using a tray mold today that I fashioned myself out of some old stuff from my hubby's workshop. And I've never used it before, so this will be interesting. We'll see how it goes. Excuse me a minute while I get my fourth cup ready. There we go. All right. So it's been real difficult trying to actually just get anything done lately. This is the second soap I've made here at the house since we've moved, and mostly it's because we're redoing the hardwood floors and we haven't been able to move in yet. So we're just kind of all hanging out and our stuff is all over the place. But it just makes for more togetherness, so it's fun. All right, let's see if we can. I think I'm going to start with the purple first. We'll just mix that in. Actually, maybe we'll do white. Hopefully I don't slide these off the table. So this batter is, I find when I use shea butter, refined shea butter, my batter has a tendency to thicken up a little bit faster than if I were to use refined cocoa butter. So there's a little tip for you. If you guys have been wondering if you have the same thing happen to you, shea butter seems to, and I'm not sure if it's because it's hydrogenized or what the reason is, but anyway, that's just something I've noticed in my recipes. It has a tendency to accelerate a little bit. But I do love shea butter. Alright, we're going to set that off to the side. And let's do purple. Oh, that's a gorgeous purple. But I'd like to get a little bit more out. Alright, put a little titanium dioxide in there. I have a feeling I'm going to make a mess all over the place, so bear with me here. And I've never used this fragrance that I'm going to be using before, so this ought to be fun. Normally I like to use fragrances that I'm, pretty comfortable with. Although, even though I've used fragrances before, sometimes things change. So now I'm going to go to the blue. See if you can see that. I'm not real worried about these colors blending. It'll just be a little more bluey purple, if anything. Pretty. This one I know for sure I want to have some titanium dioxide in. I find that I make the biggest mess when I'm using many different colorants. I just get it everywhere. But no biggie. more. Since this is all getting blended up together, I'm not real worried about it, you know, having different colors mixed in. I think I already mentioned that, but I'll just mention it again. And here's the aqua. This one always makes such a really green because I use organic extra virgin olive oil, and so the batter is already slightly green or creamy if you add titanium dioxide. And it's just how it gets, no biggie, but just has a tendency to get that way. And it looks like I'm using all of this today. I normally have a big old batch of this made up, but not today. Real quick. I like to have an extra stick blender on hand in case I need to quickly, just another attachment in case I need to quickly just change it out. Oh, got some bubbles in that one. Bubbles drive me crazy. One thing I've noticed also is that different colorants will affect the acceleration of your batter. I'm sure if you're a seasoned soaper, you figured this out already. But I have a copper sparkle that just accelerates immediately. And then I have a few others that also do it. It's just crazy how fast they go. Alright, so I'm going to add in the fragrance oil here. Excuse me while I clean some of this up. I'm going to do a quick blend. Interesting. Strange. Never seen that before. All right. Just mixed up. That smells really good. All right. So I'm not quite sure how I want to do this, but I think I'm just going to kind of plop it into place. just going to randomly pour and stir, and we'll see what happens. When you, see it's already rising. When you want to get your fragrance oils to blend and not get all crazy on you, sometimes it helps to just whisk it in. Especially anything I've noticed that kind of has like a sea salt or, you know, ocean type things. Some of those can get kind of crazy on you at first. You can always add it to your oils if you want to do it ahead of time. And it behaves better that way instead of just adding it straight into your soap batter. But because I just haven't used it before, I wanted to add it in one at a time. Sometimes it can look chunky if it starts to rise, or all that stuff is starting to bond and it's not playing well. But no matter, just keep after it, it'll still be nice. I don't know if you can see this here, but I'm not real worried about air bubbles today because it's going to go in a tray mold, but otherwise I wouldn't really want to be going as crazy as I am. But it needs to come out. It definitely is. Okay. The best way to deal with ricing is to just try to stick blend it out. Sometimes it makes your batter too thick, but otherwise it gets real lumpy. And sometimes it works and sometimes it just doesn't. So let's wipe this up here. And we're just going to go for it. Let's see if you can see any of this. Just plopping and dropping. Just trying to get it in there. Get some in the middle there. And we want to also get some of our white in there, so try to plop some of that in there as well. Okay, I'm going to smack this down real quick. And while this looks pretty haphazard, that's fine. It's point. Doesn't need to look anything but haphazard. Smush this down while I still can. Okay. So I'm just going to kind of try to go along here and make it kind of wavy. Got a lot of purple today. See if we can get some of that blue out of there. There we go. Do one more smack. And I don't want to blend too much, but I do want to get some of this stuff moved around. Okay. Let's get some of these mermaids on here. So I've got a, oh, I better turn this around. I've got to get them in a certain spot here or else I just realized gotta make those waves a little bit shorter. All right. Gotta put these in certain spots so that they can be visible. Let's do some blue. And let's do I really think the yellow ones are super cute. And I even have a little pink one over here. Put that all by there. And okay, I've got one more yellow. I think I'll do purple actually. This is really starting to move. Let's see if you guys can even see this. Sorry, I get so distracted and realize you can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, I've got a light blue. Let's do a light blue. All right. Now we can just add some fun color shells. Got purple over here. And got some yellow over here. A little pink starfish. Isn't that cute? It's nice to have your gloves on because then you can just kind of push things into the soap without worrying about it. Do a little aqua seashell right there. Let's see. I like these little cuties. Do another pink starfish. And how about a light blue? And I'll do a pretty little, oh. Sometimes they get away from you, especially when you're wearing gloves. But it sure is fun to do anyway. And let's see, how about this little guy over here? We do need, let's put one right there. Whoops. All right. Add some sprinkles. Oh, you know, I wasn't doing these down here. These are like little sample areas. I'll go ahead and put one on there because this mold doesn't fit the size that I like to do, but that's okay. I think we can make it work. So let's just do a little yellow guy here. So these will be samples on the side that I have. which are fun. Kids just go crazy for that stuff. And they should. It is just a lot of fun to do these kinds of soaps. I usually like to do, you know, stuff that's a little bit more elegant or for more mature folks. But the kiddos need some fun stuff too. So, gotta find some sprinkles here. Sprinkles make everything fun. Some of this will fall off, which is good because it's a little much, but some of it won't. I like to get my sprinkles, you can get them anywhere you like, but I really like fancy sprinkles. Just sugar sprinkles, you know, for cake decorating and whatnot. It just dissolves right down the drain, so no big deal to put it on your soap. Oh, that's cute. And of course we need to add a little glitter because it wouldn't be a mermaid soap without glitter, right? It's really hard for me not to put glitter on things. I try when I'm making my men's soaps. It's really difficult for me because glitter just makes everything happier, in my opinion. All right. So while this looks like a hot mess right now, it'll look pretty when it's all done. I go ahead and spritz with 99% isopropyl alcohol. This just helps to seal in the soap, prevent soda ash and whatnot. So let's see if I can get you in for a closer view. Pardon the mess here. I can't see, so hopefully I'm getting the shot. And that's the Mermaid Dreams soap. So, bye for now. Hello everyone, this is Gina from Euphoria Soapworks, and pardon the bad camera angle, but I just don't have the space to work with here. As we're still working on the new house, everything is kind of in disarray, so pardon the mess. Anyway, I am getting ready to unmold. Well, I've unmolded Mermaid Dreams, but I'm going to take it out of the freezer paper here. And one of these videos I'll do how I line my molds with freezer paper. It's super easy the way that I do it. Anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. This was the tray mold that I make, and my husband is really embarrassed by it, and he wanted to make sure that everybody knows that he didn't make it because he's a wonderful carpenter. And I did this, which is why it looks so hideous, just as a quick mold to put something in. If I were actually going to do this for future use, I would make it nicer as well. But anyway, it served its purpose, and the whole point of soaping is to have fun and enjoy what you're doing, and in my opinion, it doesn't have to be perfect as long as you're having a good time. So, moving on, I will continue to unmold this soap. Now, I have markings here, so I need to make sure that I'm measuring this properly when I cut. But I wanted to see if I could give you a little close-up again of this soap. It turned out really pretty. looks like a mess when you're making something like this, but just stick to it. You'll be surprised once it's dry how pretty it looks. I'm going to gently peel back this freezer paper. I'm hoping this is ready to cut. It's only been a day. And I find that if I let my soaps sit for, I'll unmold them the first day and then let them sit for another day. They usually hold their scent better and all of that. So anyway, let's see if I can get this out of the paper. And some of these little sprinkles are gonna fall off, and that's okay. That's what they were meant to do. I over sprinkled them on purpose. This is tricky with one hand here. Let's see if I can flip it over. Ooh, look at all those pretty floppy colors. There we go. Okay. All right. So actually, oopsie. Silly me, I put it down the wrong way. Since I want to cut it 2.5 inches from this side. Okay. Let's see if I can get it more of a close-up for you. Sorry about the camera. All right, and this is a cutter that I affectionately call the Beast. My husband made this for me. It was just a prototype, so it's pretty hideous. But it works. It serves its purpose, so that's great. I'm going to go ahead and make the first cut. See if I can. Slide this out here. Ooh, that's pretty on the inside. So I'm just going to continue making 2.5 inch rips here until I'm where I want to be. What I like about this cutter is that it cuts things without dragging it through the top, which is really cool. Because, let's see if I can show you that. Isn't that pretty? Because that way, if I have botanicals or anything like that on the top of my soap, it doesn't drag it through the soap and make that ugly mark. So it's kind of nice having something like this here. I really love it. All right. The only really a design flaw, and I wouldn't say it's that much of a flaw, is that this, after you cut it, the tray doesn't pull back. And that's okay. I can totally work with it. No biggie. There's some beautiful and here's the last gorgeous one. I usually have a rip guide on the other side so that it doesn't get all skewed, but of course with the move I can't find it. So again, all that prettiness right there. And I'm going to go ahead and start cutting these into 3.5. I've got to pause you just a second so that I can make a little mark here. All right, I'm going to go ahead and do the 3.5-inch cut. And so this is what a full bar will look like. Isn't that cute? Let's see if you can see that up close. Shimmery, pretty. Yeah, that's Mermaid Dreams. And it smells, it smells really good. It's a blend of fragrances that I use, but it smells a little bit like a beach and suntan lotion and salty air. It's really nice scent. Just a lot of fun, brings back good memories. And here's another one. Isn't that pretty? It's just so sparkly and fun. Love these bars. They turned out really, really nice in my opinion. Especially since I've never used that tray mold before. Sometimes it's smart to try things out first. But oftentimes I just jump in and go for it. And oftentimes you have success and sometimes you don't. But that's okay. I just love the way these colors layer, and as you're washing with these, you'll go through the different layers of color, and it'll just be so pretty. And here's a cute little sample piece. Isn't that cute? You can never have enough sample pieces. So that's Mermaid Dreams. And just wanted to share that with you folks. I don't think I have to bore you with the rest of these, but these should be available in our shop in about 4 weeks. So keep your eye out. That'll be probably mid-July. So if you're looking for one of these, I will be sure to list them and you can check them out mid-July. All right, thanks for watching.